everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Erica. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this Smiley SFX Makeup creation. This look took about 2 hours, so if you're planning on doing this, give yourself the proper time needed to do so. First, going to start off by showing you the products you need to create this look. You're going to need your basics bold cap, some spirit gum adhesive, some cream color paints and liquid latex, which you can find at your local Halloween supply store, some masking tape, and some gel blood. We're first going to go in with the bold cap and apply it with some spirit gum adhesive. I'm going to apply the adhesive all along the hairlines and wait till that dries before I move on to my next step. Our next step is going to be securing the eyebrows with a glue stick, and I'm just generously coating back and forward across the brow one layer of this, and then I'm going to brush it out with the spoolie, and then I'm going to apply a second layer. After the second layer, I'm going to be setting it with powder. This doesn't have to be perfect because they're going to be completely covered up. I'm just doing this to make sure that if anything sticks to them when we take off the makeup, it will not pull out any brow hairs. Then I'm going in with liquid latex all along the rim of the bold cap, and I'm doing 2 or 3 layers of this so that it smooths directly into the skin. And you want to make sure between each layer you are letting the layer before that dry properly. Next, we'll be going in with our masking tape. We're going to take a few pieces of the masking tape and run it across the bridge of the nose. Make sure that you completely cover the entire nose when you're doing this step. Next, we'll be going in with liquid latex, and we're going to be applying a generous coat of liquid latex on top of the entire masking tape and all along the edges, aside from the areas which are directly underneath the eye. You don't want to get the skin part there, only the masking tape, just for safety purposes. And this part was pretty time consuming. I did about 9 layers of liquid latex so that I can make this part of the face look like kind of like a distorted skin. So between each layer, you do have to wait until that liquid latex is completely dry. To speed up the process, you can grab your blow dryer and it will speed things up quite a bit. It still does take a bit of time to do this part, but it's very important that you make sure they dry before you go in with another layer. Then I'm going in underneath because I wanted to cover up the nose just a little bit more, and with a piece of masking tape. And then I'm going back in with another layer of liquid latex, and I'm bringing it on the jaw as well and any other skin area that is exposed. Our next step is going in with tissue paper or toilet paper, whichever you prefer, and you're going to stick that onto the liquid latex while it's still wet, and then coat it with a layer of liquid latex. This will create a second skin kind of look, and you don't have to put too many layers of tissue paper. I only did 1 layer of tissue paper, but quite a few layers of liquid latex so that it matches up to the nose area. Before I went in with another layer of liquid latex, I went ahead and let that dry. And now moving on to the mouth part, we're going in with some more masking tape, and I'm just putting some along the bottom, and I'm going to cover that whole part up with liquid latex. Again, take your time and let that dry properly. If you do go in with a second layer before your first layer is dry, it's just going to start balling up, and it's also going to take forever to dry, and it could just mess up your look. So just be patient. Don't try to rush this part. Now for the eye area, I'm taking some masking tape and doing vertical pieces along the sides of the eyes, but I'm leaving enough space so that he can actually see while he's wearing this. Just take your time with this. You can add as many pieces of tape as you want, because we're going to be going in with that liquid latex anyway to kind of smooth it out. So this is another part that you're going to have to do quite a few layers to make sure that this looks like skin. I'm going to only show you, I think, 1 or 2 layers in the video, because this would be a super long video if I showed you how long it actually took. So I'm going in with 1 layer all along the pieces of masking tape and along the edges of the bald cap as well. And this is where you want to round out the top of the face. And you're going to take your time and let that dry out. Then I'm going in with my second layer once that's completely dry. And I'm coating the entire face as well. I did about 4 layers on the top part of the face. Then I'm going in with some scissors and I am carefully cutting out a smile. Just be careful with this part. Before you go in with your scissors, make sure to pull up the liquid latex from the skin so that you are just cutting the prosthetic that you created with the liquid latex and the masking tape, and you won't worry about accidentally getting your client's skin. Doing the same thing with the eyes and creating a long vertical slit just to create a wound-like look. Now that I created the mask, I'm gonna do a little bit of coloring, and I started off with doing 2 layers of foundation and setting it with powder. It's very basic. You can use a flat top kabuki brush or a regular foundation brush, whichever you prefer. And then I'm going to be going in with a black cream paint, and I'm going to be saturating the inside of those cut areas with the black cream paint all along the sides of the eyes and the rims of the eyes very carefully with a black pencil brush. And I'm really saturating it so that it's super pigmented, because I want those areas to be very, very dark. So this is a great step, just using black as a base before you go in with your special effects blood and all your painting. Then I'm going to be using orange toned eyeshadow. This is from the Morphe 35O palette. You can use any orange toned eyeshadow that you prefer or that you have at home. And I'm running that all along the rims of the cut. Now for more dimension, I'm going in with a brown color, and this is going to help create the burned effect or the bruising effect of the cut. Then I'm going to be going in all over the mask with a black cream paint, and I'm going to just create some kind of texture and dimension to the mask, and I'm just running that cream paint into the mask with my finger and blending it out with a flat top foundation brush. And I'm doing that all along the front and the back of the face and the sides as well. I just wanted this to have an appearance of kind of an old distorted skin. Basically a mask that he took from another human and then put on. This is based off of the movie Smiley. I think it came out in like 2013. So this is kind of my version. I think his is a little bit more cleaner, but I like to make everything a little bit more gory. Then I'm going in with a red cream color and a purple cream color, and this is going to create some bruising and kind of like a rotting flesh appearance. Next, we're going to go in with that red cream paint and a little bit of that black cream paint all along the sides of the wound areas, and I'm going to push that in with my finger and blend it out a bit with the blending brush. Then to finish up, we'll be using some gel blood. I'm going to saturate the blood on the lip area and in the eye area. When you're applying this to the eye area, be very careful that you don't apply it directly on the lid or underneath the lid, so that it's not too close to the eye, so that when they open and close their eyes, they won't be uncomfortable. Then I went ahead with a stippling sponge, which you can get at any craft store. I got mine at Michael's, and I'm going to stipple some blood all along the mask to make it look just a little more gross. You can skip this step if you like how it looked before this, but as always, I want it to be as creepy as possible. And that is it for this look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.